Somehow a group of resistance operatives managed to disable a UFO that set down near one of their camps in this area. They gave us the ship's position, and it's likely to be carrying valuable alien technology. So we're moving in to secure the site. Neutralize any hostile contacts on approach.
Thank you, Bradford. The tactical map looks like it's on fire. I like that. How's my ranger guy doing? You guys have been pretty talkative about the rangers. Use the whole screen for the video. Most of it is wasted space. I should make my face bigger? Really? Make my face a bit bigger. Please give the squatty perk a rating. I really enjoyed this video. That's good feedback. I like that. Feel free to give feedback, guys. I don't bite. Operation Winterface. Sometimes I bite. I only bite consensually, though.
The squad is concealed.
Raceland makes great use of rangers. You say so. So this mission's probably just about finding the pod. It's an extremely light with, I mean, we just have to find the pod, right? And then kill it? I don't know. Let's walk off into Fog of War and see what happens.
Getting it done. Move. Copy that. Getting it done. Moving to Overwatch.
Heading to that location.
Rolling.
Moving on target location.
I'm all over it. Headed there now.
What's my overall opinion on Long War 2?
Covering now.
So I'm on the design team for Long War 2, so I like it quite a lot. I think there are things which people have very sensible reasons to not like about it, which unfortunately there isn't much that can be done about, user interface and things like that.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Honestly, though, I think that there are 3 changes you need to make for this game to be the best strategy turn-based game that's ever been made. So I think it's pretty good. There's some stuff about it that I'm not 100,000% sold on, but I easily like it enough to play thousands and thousands of hours of it.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
I don't know. It's like asking a
Stepping off.
professional violin player what their honest opinions are about the violin or something.
Will do.
That analogy probably doesn't work at all.
Stepping off.
You should definitely check out Long War 2, though, Snazzy Spaceman, if you enjoy challenging strategy games, multi-dimensional strategy games which reward thinking on your feet and challenge you to adjust your strategy mid-stride and stuff like that. It's just a great game. Elephant thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks a lot for the support.
Understood. Moving out.
Implying Long War 2 will ever be better than Long War 1. Sparky, did you watch any of my last Long War 1 campaign?
Headed there now.
Because, I mean, Long War 1's great. For sure. I don't know. I build mechs in June, and then I killed every single enemy for the next 80 hours.
Position confirmed.
Basically the same way over and over again.
Got eyes on a hostile squad.
And that's a pretty normal experience for me playing Long War 1 these days. Whereas Long War 2 is it's quite a lot more varied and challenging in my experience. What are you doing wrong to not have a UFO mission? The surefire way to detect UFO missions is to have a region which has high vigilance but low strength and generate a ton of intel in it. So the way you do that most likely is have a region that's at like strength 1, vigilance 1, just nothing's going on in it, but you've been recruiting in it, so you're up to 13 rebels or something like that. And you flip everything onto intel and then just do a ton of missions there. And if you do that, you're going to find yourself some UFO missions most likely. Because UFOs like to reinforce the regions which are sort of struggling, which XCOMs are beating up on. So you want to beat up on a region. And then you want to look for the UFO that comes to defend it.
Closing on target position now.
We may have put ourselves in a little bit of a bind here. We may be doing the old fight the entire map at once thing. It looks fairly likely. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Looks like they turned around a bit. So I'd be happy with an Overwatch ambush on the snakes or the pod of 4. I'd rather not use the Overwatch ambush on the solo mech. Seems to be walking around. I wouldn't mind just walking in and hacking the transponder thing straight away. Is there any heavy cover? This looks like valuable heavy cover to me. Don't I have 2 specialists? Ranger. The Ranger over here. So we have good heavy cover for our laser rifle. Shoot twice a turn. Nerds. They're boring,
Moving to position.
but they're at least a little bit effective. Oh, my gunner needs heavy cover too. Kids these days, jeez,
Roger that.
just want everything from me. Okay. You forgot to set an engineer to excavate for a few days. You don't need to restart, do you? I mean, in this campaign, I forgot to have an engineer for the first month and a half. No, I don't. You don't have to restart. It's not like in Long War 2, you have to do everything absolutely perfectly if you want to win. Typically, one of my complaints about the game actually is that if things go poorly, they impact you so negatively that you sort of lose the campaign off them. But tiny inefficiencies aren't going to be enough to affect that, really.
Heading out.
Emo 18 centimeters. Okay. Possibly too much information. Oh no. I'm glad we're all comfortable with each other here. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. You're enjoying the show? I appreciate the support a lot.
Moving the designated coordinates.
The classes in Long War 2 well balanced against each other. I just started a class balance series. Well, not exactly. I just started a series where I'm talking about the strengths and weaknesses of every class on my YouTube every day for the next 24 days. So you should check those out if you want my like fully detailed opinions. My 30-second, 15-second opinion is like, yeah, pretty good. They're not terrible. Fog density 0. That makes it look better? Man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's very dark and spooky. What is the second green ability? Smoke weed every day. I don't know I don't know what that means. Killed the drone, that's good.
That's how it's done.
Stops it from soaking up all the other Overwatch shots. Trooper, very nice. Yes, technically yes, we did kill that. We do have 3 snakes on our flag. Almost like that's exactly what I didn't want, and they're all on Overwatch. Alright, nice. We have preview line of sight and preview movement on this bar. I don't have an assault. Like, I actually cannot deal with those Overwatches. We're gonna have to run out, probably, or maybe rocket. I do have fire in the hole. Watch the engineers on Overwatch. Or flashbang? We could get to... Oh, we're so close. Wow. Get there in flashbang? I think that only flashbangs one. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How? Maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if I killed the snake and the engineer, I'd be able to move to that tile. Flashbang 2 of the snakes. Then I could run the other Overwatch while in cover, maybe move to here, maybe suppress something. The snakes are going to be very threatening. Also, a mech is going to come shoot me pretty soon. Wolf Review! Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the show. Alright. I said Rangers were good in breakdowns because of their sawn-off shotgun. Well, actually, I said they were, like, mediocre. I finally sneezed. So preview movement does this. It shows me what tiles enemies can move to in 1 move, 2 moves, 3 moves. Sidewinders are quite quick, as you can see. That's all it does. Let's put our technical here. I'm gonna fortify this turn, I think. Wait, my rangers are getting fucked. White is opening the... Oh, that's like a known bug. Okay, good. We need to save and reload to get vision properly. Advent blesses my nose? Ah! Advent. That's so kind of you. Thank you, Advent. The mod is called Line of Sight Preview, Anton. LOS Preview. It's actually not in my mods package because it's the like most recently added mod. So I'm gonna fortify this turn. I think it makes sense to use that now. Good kill.
Target eliminated.
Promotion earned. Damn right it was. Now, unfortunately, Marauder is getting killed by a mech. I don't really see how that doesn't happen. I think I have to shoot twice, which is a thing we can do. Yeah, it's a thing we can do.
Negative damage.
This is why Rangers aren't that great. Alright. You gotta like move here, shoot you. Just very high variance. It's still not dead. And that's actually a huge deal. Crap. Oh, hey, I have a solution, I think. Yeah, actually, I'm a genius. That's fortunate. It's fortunate that I'm a genius, or else would be so dead now. But what I can do is... I can't really protect myself against the mech on Book of Eons. It shouldn't be able to crit for 9. I think it can only crit for 8. That's happy. That's a nice thing to be thinking about. Oh, I can just command. Okay, good. That seems a lot better, yeah. Let's command here. I sort of bungled my way through this turn. Gavians is still stealthed, and what I can do is step 1, step 2. So all the overwatches are there, but they never go off, and I'm in heavy cover relative to them. And now I'm getting flanked. It was very kind of that snake to poison spit instead of shooting me. Very kind. The mech didn't come kill us. Alright, so what's the plan? That looks like a decent plan. Maybe moving forward is even better, though. Are we leaving cover this turn? Ryan has so many hit points that he can sort of stand wherever he wants, can he? Let's go here. If a mech shoots him, a mech shoots him. Oh, it's a mech. Okay. I wasn't expecting to pull it there. Now that we have, maybe I have a better solution, like maybe hacking it. 3.8 is a large number. I was expecting a less large number than that. I'm gonna keep shooting. I mean, at some point you just have to believe that this ranger is gonna hit a shot. He does have 88 aim or something. We grazed 1 shot out of 4. You know what? That's all we needed. Great work, Marauder. Thank you so much for your contribution. It's 100%, which acids us. We can neutralize the acid, though. Can't neutralize the acid anymore because I have to combat knife. You can always tell it's a good mission when your gunner is combat knifing. Advanced hair trigger will be nice to have. We want to move backward. I wouldn't mind flashbanging. And here, a shutdown looks good. Moving up and overwatching actually looks okay.
If you say so.
I'm gonna try greeting pretty hard to get this loot. I don't know, is Overwatch alright? Where's he gonna go? Is he gonna go shoot her? He might go shoot her. I think he might go shoot her. Fuck. Well, you're dead now. damage there. I have a rocket next turn. I have tons of damage next turn. Maybe V8 protocol makes the mech shoot somebody else instead of Natsuki. Maybe V8 protocol makes him graze instead of kill. Get over here! Okay, I think we can end it this turn.
I need a med kit here.
Bokavians is no longer poisoned, but she is standing in a poison cloud, so that's not gonna last very long, because she's definitely moving this turn. Gonna end up taking 1 point of damage from poison, but we have Field Surgeon on the mission, I think, so I don't think she'll get wounded.
Well, how about that?
Sorry, this is very enjoyable for me. Yeah, so you're dead. That is like... that is like actually half of the value of Rangers or something absurd like that. That is a very large part of why I think Rangers are worth having at all. You get slight range bonuses by being up here, I think. 10%, not bad at all. Marauder finally hit a shot. Thank you for that, Marauder.
Orbomo show.
Pee-wee! Fi-wee? Fi-wi? Wi-Fi. Thanks for the sub. Sub. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate the support. Can we actually end it this turn? We can end it this turn.
I guess that'll be okay.
Pretty sick. Alright, let's do it.
Is likely to be a newer variation of the Illyrian
With
sword driving
Twitch
the Avengers
Prime. If you have an Amazon Prime account, did you know that you can subscribe to your favorite streamer on twitch.tv, the very website that we are on today? Support your favorite streamer today with Twitch Prime. Amazon.com. What do you guys think the chances are that Amazon takes over the entire world? I think it's like 50-50 or so right now.
I've got access.
One soldier wounded. So Book of Eons didn't get a chance to take for more wounds. I think 5%? That seems low. Have you guys ever played Plague Inc? So in Plague Inc, a lot of the time, so the premise is you're like designing a disease of some sort of virus, fungus, mind worm or whatever, and you're trying to kill all of humanity. And what you do a lot of the time is you keep your disease under the radar, very like non-consequential. No symptoms, doesn't upset its host or anything. It just spreads across the entire globe until it's infecting every single person. And only then you develop the ability for the disease to kill. I think that's almost exactly what Amazon is doing. Almost exactly. Ronan Wolf, thanks for the follow to the stream. I think they are slowly approaching the point where they actually control every human in the entire planet. And then they're gonna like flip a switch, which is like, pay us money. And everyone's gonna be like, but... And then they're gonna realize they have actually no other option. and Amazon will conquer the entire world. JoINrbs is a globalist. It's fucking globalists. I enjoy Plague Inc. I think it's sort of a bad game, but it can be a lot of fun to play, that's for sure. Royan. Laurent. So I like Shredder a lot at Sergeant. I really value perks which do something on your Overwatch turn, because you take so many Overwatch shots over the course of a campaign. Unless your mission goes terribly, you're going to have an Overwatch ambush, and then you probably, on longer missions, have several more Overwatch shots as you have other pods patrol into you. Plus, Shredder's just great in general. Like, on a fairly high aim technical, I'm already giving this guy a laser rifle. He's going to shoot at people with armor all the time. And being able to remove that armor is great. Burnout and Concussion Rocket. Concussion Rocket actually has some pretty nice value, I think. Potentially. It's like a sting grenade. Maybe I should try a Concussion Rocket this campaign. I'm actually going to think about that a little bit longer. And then this is a Gunner. And the Gunner, I used to love Hail of Bullets, but it used to be one tier earlier. So you got it. And also the actual cannon used to deal a little bit more damage. I think half a point more damage. Mfukwa! 84, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So because of that, Hail of Bullets, which cannot crit, I believe. It doesn't tell you that. But Hail of Bullets, I'm pretty sure, cannot crit. Because of that, Hail of Bullets was reliably killing, like, tier 1 guys, and that was a pretty big deal. It was quite good against snakes, because it came in right as snakes were showing up, sort of, and the cannon dealt enough damage that it could kill snakes pretty reliably. But that half point of damage makes a big difference. The fact that it comes a level later makes a big difference. And also, enemies have just been given more armor in general on Legend Difficulty, since when I really loved Hail of Bullets. And Shredder ammo's here. And that lets my primary weapon attack Shred Armor. This is a class which can area suppress and take shots against lots of people. So it seems like a natural pick. I'm going to hold off and level that as well. It could be swayed by AWC perks, and we'll probably have that built by the time we're actually forced to make the decision. Sergeant is a pretty hard pick for gunners, I agree. 18 crystals, core, 72 supply, 10 intel from the hack, 29 alloys, variety of sort of miscellaneous corpses. I think the main rewards you get for these UFOs are the alloys, delirium crystals, and supplies, so it doesn't make that much sense to make the mission harder for yourself by under-infiltrating. The corpses are like, whatever, I'm just going to sell them. They'll make me 60, 70 supply, something like that. Nice mission. And so yeah, the alien debris will be cleared in one day. I'll start building the IWC. I'm gonna have to sell some stuff because I want to get Vulture as well. And we gotta go do a supply raid. Gosh. Did I already get Vulture? No, I don't quite have Vulture yet, Eddie. But, I mean, if I don't get it already, I should have it off this supply raid. This is a light moderate. I don't have a sharpshooter. I might not be able to beat this. It might not be worth it. I have a 79 aim assault as a Haven Advisor right now. Tell you guys what. It's 6:30 and I've been drinking a little bit. Only one beer, but, you know, enough to impair my judgment a touch. This is a pretty important decision whether or not to go after the supply raid. I'm sort of inclined not to right now. Light moderate is tough with no sharpshooters, no predator armor yet. There are a lot of ways that it can just go wrong. And it doesn't matter that much if the region goes up to strength 4 again. If anything, it is sort of nice because I get a troop column spawning pretty soon. My roster is looking real thin, Maggio. I've lost one soldier. It's not like all my soldiers died. I just haven't gotten any rookies for the entire campaign, basically, and that's that. That's what the roster looks like as a consequence. What do I prioritize in early spending of supplies, AWC versus Vulture? I like the AWC a little bit more, but they're both very strong. I really like the AWC. I think it makes your soldiers considerably better. Yeah, but it's about time for me to shut it down for today. So, I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. Oh man, there's a lot of people here today. I feel bad logging off, but I gotta go do the dinner and record another YouTube vid. Check out my YouTube if you haven't already. Thanks for the follow, Tiger Tycoon channel. Thank you to all the subs, all the donators, the bit supporters, everybody who's just saying hi in chat and hanging out with us in Discord. Check out Discord if you are interested in having access to me when I'm not streaming at all. Thanks to In Control for the host. If you guys don't know who In Control is, he's been in the esports scene for like centuries or something now. I don't know. He's a well-established esports figure and a really cool guy, and he streams pretty regularly. He plays Long War 2 himself, so do check out his channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow at the regular time. You'll see another Ranger guide video up tomorrow morning, and I look forward to hanging out with you guys more as we continue to knock Gatecrasher, hopefully. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. Had a good time today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. This is one of my favorites.